What's up, guys? It's me, Tiff, and I just got my very first creator payment on Twitter. Yesterday, $667.43 was deposited from Twitter into my Stripe account. Or, I'm sorry, Elon, I guess we call it X now. I've definitely seen some bigger accounts make serious money on Twitter, which is awesome. One of my best friends, Billy Marcus, made, I think, $36,000 in his first payout from Twitter. If you're not following him, you should follow him. He's the best human being in the world. He also created Dogecoin. I'm also not here to shill Dogecoin. I barely own any Dogecoin in the first place. Anyways, this can be serious, actual livable income for some people. So I will later get into how you can actually become eligible to and actually earn money from Twitter. But I will say that I am honored to have even made $600 just posting on Twitter for the last month. I'm not that big of a Twitter account. I literally started posting on Twitter 1 year ago because I lost a lot of money to Celsius Network. And none of my in real life friends or girlfriends know or care whatsoever about crypto. So I just wanted somewhere to vent. I had lost the majority of my life savings, was going through a breakup, was incredibly depressed, and honestly at the time kind of wanted to off myself. But here we are, still here, still alive. Anyway, so I only started posting 1 year ago, and at the time I only had 200 followers on Twitter. I made a Twitter account in high school, which I barely used, and I didn't use it at all until 1 year ago. So I've gone from 200 followers a year ago to now 73.2 thousand followers today, which is very exciting. Thank you to anyone who follows me on Twitter and follows my weird, unhinged, silly posts. I honestly was never expecting to make any money on Twitter, so I know $600 might not be a lot to some people, but to me, I actually don't make a lot of money posting anything since I turned down pretty much every single sponsorship opportunity I am ever offered. So I'm actually very excited to be making any money on Twitter. And I think any of you out there could also earn a substantial amount of money on Twitter just like I just did. Again, maybe $600 isn't a lot to you, but keep in mind, I'm not that big a Twitter account. I've only been posting on Twitter for about 1 year. And yeah, I also just wanted to note that I've been using Twitter and YouTube for the exact same amount of time. I started both of them simply because I lost money to Celsius Network and was incredibly deeply depressed. But anyway, I started both at the same time last year, and I've actually made more in 1 month on Twitter than I do in 1 month on YouTube. Granted, I post on Twitter much more regularly because it's obviously a lot easier to send out a tweet than it is to make an entire YouTube video. But again, I've been using them for the same amount of time. So within a month on YouTube, I've made $185. And again, on Twitter, I made $667. So let's get into how exactly you earn money on Twitter. Twitter has begun sharing ad revenue with actual content creators. So all the ads that come up under your posts in the replies in the comments now can earn you actual income. Ads revenue sharing lets you share revenue from verified users' organic impressions of ads displayed in the replies to content you post on X. So let's get into how you can earn money on Twitter too. So how you can become eligible. To be considered eligible for creators' ads revenue sharing, you must 1. Be subscribed to Blue or verified organizations. Twitter or X Blue is the premium subscription service where you can pay for a verified blue checkmark, but it's also a necessity if you want to actually earn ads revenue share. In the United States, Twitter Blue is $8 a month, which for a creator, if you're actually earning income, is totally worth it in my opinion. Secondly, you need at least 15 million organic impressions on your cumulative posts within the last 3 months. You can check this on a desktop computer by going to the More button and clicking on Creator Studio and clicking on Analytics, which will take you to analytics.twitter.com, or you can just directly type in analytics.twitter.com. Here is my page as an example. In the last 28 days, I did manage to get 31.6 million tweet impressions. So within the last month, I qualified by, getting over 15 million organic impressions. And you don't need to get 15 million impressions within 1 month. You have 3 months to reach 15 million impressions. So it definitely helps if something you post happens to go pretty viral. I think I had one tweet go kind of viral of a Japanese man who spent over $20,000 for a border collie costume. And lastly, you need at least 500 followers. So hopefully you have 500. Maybe you guys can all help each other out down below in the comments, and you can, share your own Twitter handle. Maybe you can all follow each other. Maybe I should make like a little group or something. I don't know. I don't have a group currently, but if I make one, I'll tweet that out or post it here. I'm not sure. Once you do meet all of those eligibility requirements, you need a Stripe account. They work with Stripe as their payment processor for payouts, and you must adhere to their ads revenue share terms, which include, for example, creator monetization standards and the X rules. So you can just Google this, or I guess I'll post it here so you can make sure that you meet all the requirements. But I would love to see some of you guys get paid out. I'm really excited for my little, meager payout, but I can make more videos on this if you guys want, or, as I learn more about how you can increase your income on Twitter. This is my first month getting paid out from Twitter, so I'm kind of learning as I go. One thing that my friend Billy Marcus, again, Billy is amazing, you should follow him. He did point out that he noticed that tweets that had profanity in them did not have ads underneath them. So personally, I think that's probably hindered the amount of money that I've gotten from Twitter because I curse a lot. So apparently less ads are shown in my tweets because I have a filthy, dirty mouth. But, if you're a little bit cleaner, maybe you'll make more money than me. That would be really cool for you. Anyway, I hope that some of you guys make some money on Twitter. I can post more videos about this if anyone's interested. But again, I just started posting literally 1 year ago. I had 200 followers and I've managed to grow my Twitter with no expectation of ever getting a payout and with no real content strategy or, posting schedule. I honestly have just tweeted things that are my personality, things that pop up in my mind or I find funny. So I never had expectation of making any money from this. So if I can do it, I think you can do it too. That's my little video. I made $667 from Twitter, which is drastically more than I make on YouTube. And let me know if there's any other sort of videos that you guys would be interested in. I actually make side income in a lot of ways. The reason that I don't have a full-time job and I'm able to make some income every month is because I have a lot of little online side hustles. I have a lot of print-on-demand stores running on Etsy, eBay, Redbubble, some on Shopify. So a lot of like print-on-demand items. I've sold digital files. I've actually messed around a lot in just making money online. So if that's something you guys would be interested in hearing about, I'm happy to try to make videos on that sometime in the future. I'll make more videos on this if you're interested, and obviously updates on Celsius, SBF, FTX, and yeah, let me know if there's any other videos you'd like to see. Before I wrap up this video, I just wanted to give a quick little shout out to my sponsor, Aura. Before I started using Aura, I wasn't aware that a lot of my information had been leaked out there on the internet and on the dark web. There are obviously a lot of scammers and hackers out there. Aura is a company that protects you from scammers and hackers by scanning the web and the dark web for your sensitive information and alerting you immediately if it finds anything and automatically requests removal for you. Personally, I started using Aura maybe 6 months ago, and it immediately found a lot of my sensitive information leaked out there on the internet. Aura found a lot of my passwords online, as well as my home address and phone number, and they automatically requested removal for me. This is obviously especially important for those of us in crypto who really need to keep our data and information safe from hackers and scammers, so I highly recommend using Aura. On top of that huge feature protecting your sensitive information, Aura also has a password manager, a VPN, financial fraud protection, also checks up on my credit score. Aura has a whole suite of data security services all wrapped up into one subscription, so you don't have to pay for multiple subscriptions to different platforms. So I personally use Aura. I highly recommend them, even if you just want to check and see if any of your sensitive information has been leaked out there on the internet or on the dark web, so you can get all of that removed and keep yourself safe out there. For a 2-week free trial, you can go to aura.com/Tiffany, and if you don't like Aura, you can obviously cancel before you're actually charged. I just honestly recommend at least trying it out to make sure that your information is safe out there. Anyways, I love you all so very much. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my little baby YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see my weird shit posts and see how much money I end up making. I will post it there every single month. My Twitter is tiffanyfong with 1 underscore, and you can also follow me on Instagram at tiffanyfong and on Substack at tiffanyfong.substack.com, where I will likely be posting a lot of SBF related information because I have been in touch with Sam Bankman-Fried throughout his house arrest and his trial is coming up. So I will likely be covering that there as well as on Twitter and on here. So again, I love you all so very much, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye. This is my Marvel style end credit scene, and I will put something here, but I will decide that when I edit the video. I love you.
Me too.